Hey, hockey fans, welcome on into another episode of Winning Bets. This is our Thursday episode here where we're joined each and every single Thursday and Tuesday by the Hockey Squirrel, where he gives us free hockey bets. How's it going, man?
Hey, pretty good. I'm pretty amped for today. I got one bet that is like can't miss. Even if it loses, the value is excellent, and things have been going very well since the start of the new year. I'm up in NHL just over 8.5 units now for the Hockey Squirrel members, and the free pick's been going good. So yeah, I really can't complain. In a good mood today. So
Nice. Love the sound of that. Free pick's been going excellent. You've won your last four in a row here on this Winning Bets show, and you're 5
yeah.
and 1 overall. So, yeah, free picks are outstanding. Love that right there.
Yeah, I didn't have enough to give out free picks yesterday. There were only 3 games, but I did hit a plus 170 winner on the Arizona Coyotes last night, so that made me happy also.
Arizona Coyotes, wow, they're one of the worst teams in the league, and you found out a nice money dog. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, yeah. Even in the third period, they didn't play a good game at all. They deserved to probably lose that one. It was like I think 14 shots to 35. I mean, they were not probably but they found a way to get it done, and yeah, I mean, cashed a plus 170. So either
Nice.
way, but
Nice. You got the result you deserved. All right. Remind everybody what we do
yeah,
around here. Again, every Tuesday and Thursday, we're joined by the Hockey Squirrel. He, of course, sells hockey bets to his members. You can go check out his website. It's hockeysquirrel.com. All that information is in the video description. What we do around here on Tuesdays and Thursdays is he makes an appearance here on the Winning Bet Show, and he gives us some free hockey bets. So with that being said, we'll let him jump on into it and see what he has to give to us. We don't know how many bets he's got, but let's see.
yeah. Well, to let you know, I have two, and the one that I think is a cannot miss today, whether it wins or loses, there's too much value and too much pointing to one side of this game, and that is the Los Angeles Kings tonight, doing battle against the Colorado Avalanche, who really are absolutely a good team, among the best. And a lot of people know that. I do think that that creates a lot of public betting on that team. But the fact that they are not at home, and the fact that the Kings at home have some pretty great projections in terms of expected goals, and it pushes their expected win rate through the roof here, especially against a team that you wouldn't really expect this kind of projection from. But we have the LA Kings here at like around 60%, whether that's at home versus the away in the last 10 games or just last 10 straight up. And I've been kind of riding the Kings all season. They've performed quite well for me anytime I've bet on them anyway. And what the craziest thing is after I look at my projections, I always want to go and take a look at the rosters and whatnot. Oh, there we go. And I will do that here. So, really nothing massive out of this lineup for injuries, at least for what hasn't been there already, which I know this looks kind of crazy having like 7 people missing, but they haven't been without these top three, or they have been without these top three guys for quite a while now, which is Athanasiou, Edler, and Sean Walker. The biggest hit here is going to be Adrian Kemp, but they've still been playing without a lot of those guys, and they still have a lot of depth to this team, and that is because they always talk about or brag about themselves having the number one farm team or farm system. So a lot of these younger guys are starting to make their appearance now in this lineup, and they've been performing very well, especially guys like Kaliev and whatnot, going against really another team that and people would probably disagree with me here, but this is very much like a one-line team, where if Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen aren't producing for this team, to rely on the depth to consistently net you goals sometimes can be sketchy. You get Cale Makar, but I think you're missing Bowen Byram also, who is your other top defensive pairing. And Nichushkin on top of that. Darren Helm has speed. So there's a few key guys missing here, but most notably Bowen Byram on the top end of the defense. But to have projections that high, and then the money is all over it with, I think, around currently 35% of the tickets on the LA Kings, but about 75% of the money on the LA Kings, which is a huge
Wow.
spread, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking a lot of public tickets. A lot of the people are on the Avalanche, but not a lot of the money, as it really shouldn't be, with a plus 150 game where you're getting around 60% in expected odds from at least this model. But there's a lot of love for the
Okay.
Kings today, and I think that's a game that definitely should not be missed,
Let me
win or
ask you.
lose.
Okay, let me ask you a question right now. I just got it right now while you were talking. LA Kings plus 155 on the money line at PointsBet. You can also get that same money right now at DraftKings. Let me ask you, though, just because you talked about how the number of tickets favor Avalanche, but the money favors Kings. Are you seeing any? I know you probably study stuff and try and predict line movement. Are you seeing any reverse line movement where maybe the audience should hold off? Do you think minus 155 is going to get 160, 165, or should people go ahead and
Could it
grab
go
that
up a
now?
little bit more? Potentially. When you see very public teams, and whether that's baseball or whatever, like I would watch games where, right up until game time, even with teams like the Yankees or, the San Francisco Giants when they were absolutely on fire. You would see that last minute rush for everyone to start throwing money in. So yeah, if you wanted to wait a bit on that game till a couple hours from now and see if you can get a little bit better, but it's gambling too, and you could actually lose value that way. So I'm very
Okay.
happy at the 155 point. If you lost a couple points, I wouldn't really fret about it too much in this one, really.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I just know the Avalanche, the popularity that sounds like maybe the public would be all over them. It sounds like they are from a ticket standpoint. So I just wanted to ask you
right.
about that. So, but yeah, all right. So LA Kings plus 155. You said you got another bet?
Yeah, I do. I think there's a lot of value today, at least in the NHL. I mean, I was looking at 5, 6 different bets today for my full card anyway. So I see no problem in giving out 2 for free picks here. And the second one that I think I'm going to roll with, I was looking at the money lines here, but it seems a little bit close. And Nikolaj Ehlers is out yet again, which sucks. He got clipped in the kneecap the other night. It was a knee-on-knee collision, and it looked
Mm.
like it hurt, and he did not come back into the game. So I would assume that is why he's out again here. But with both of these teams, we're playing in Nashville, and we know Nashville's been pretty on fire. But with Winnipeg, you get a bigger physical team that plays that physical brand of hockey also. So I'm interested to see how that kind of works out as a matchup between the two. But I do have some good projections for an over 5.5, and that is somewhere around upwards of minus 120. But I think that that's pretty fair, especially for a 5.5. So I know we've been giving out over 6 and over 6.5 a lot here, where we need that 3-3 to get the 7 goals and whatnot. But here, you could have a nice 2-4 game, which is probably a more common score line. I could see that happening here for sure. So, yeah, I mean, not too much really to talk about in this one. I kind of already went over some of the injuries and stuff. Um, the Predators are pretty healthy. I know that they're only missing Matthias Ekholm and one other guy. That website, I don't know why Daily Faceoff's been like very glitchy recently. I don't know why that is. But yeah, I mean, that's off the top of my head pretty much
Okay.
the only notable injuries. So the over 5.5 there, somewhere around minus 120 ish.
All right. That's our second time this week. As you guys remember, we got a cash earlier this week taking Jets Capitals. It was over 6 Jets Capitals. So,
Yeah.
all right. So this one we're on Jets Predators over 5.5. And just to, kind of let you guys know, audience, and kind of, really speak about how this has a good chance. I just got it right now while he was talking at DraftKings. FanDuel's already got over 6, and Barstool's got over 6. So go ahead and grab that minus or over 5.5. You can still get that right now at DraftKings. As he said, I got it at minus 120. All right.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
All right,
Sounds good,
cool.
man.
So let's give you a chance to pub your website, pub anything. You said you've got some more bets. You said there was a nice hockey slate for your members and anybody else interested.
Yeah, I'm looking at definitely 5 for sure, if not a 6. I'm kind of deciding on a 6 bet, but that's getting to be pretty high volume for what I typically do. But on nights like yesterday where you only get 2 or 3 games, sometimes you have to take advantage of the value when it's there on a larger slate. So yeah, I'm looking at 5 or 6 bets for myself, and like I said, the month of January has been going excellent, up 8.5 units at least just in the NHL, and I've given out a couple NBA and NFL bets too, so that accounts for another 3 or 4 units. So we're looking at 11, 12 units for the month so far, which is hellacious for sports betting. But
Nice. All right. The Hockey Squirrel is on fire. Remind everybody all his information, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, or his website is all in this video description. So go ahead and check that out. We look to stay on fire with the squirrel. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely, buddy.
Have a good one.
Thank you for the video. Yep. See ya.
Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.